does the Miami Dolphins roster rank? If you're an optimist, you might not want to watch this. What is up, Finn fans? The vets are reporting today, later today. Obviously, I'm putting this video out 7 a.m. like I do all my videos. So I think they're reporting later today. If anyone doesn't show up or some news or something happens, I will obviously make a video later. You might get 2 videos today. They hit the field tomorrow. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch yesterday's video where I fully break down the rules and everything and how the next 5 days are going to go per the CBA, but they will be for the next 3 days hitting the field, and then Saturday's open to the public. Here's something that was brought to my attention. A lot of people, and I don't know if this is everyone, comment below if you're one of these people, have not got your training camp tickets yet, especially if you are season ticket holders, and they hit the field and it's open to the public Saturday. So in essentially 3 days. Hopefully you get your tickets soon. I'll be down there the 20th or the 21st, but hopefully if you're going, and again, if you want to see padded practice, it's going to be on the 28th, but hopefully you get your tickets. 2 things I want to talk about, and then we're going to jump into the video. First, I have 2 packages here that we are going to open at the end of the video. One is from, I don't know. And the other is from Jose. But I'm going to open those later. One last thing. And this is going to be a little mushy, and if you hate my mushy stuff, then proceed to fast forward for maybe like 2 or 3 minutes. I got this tweet yesterday, and it was awesome. It's from Dakota, and he said, "I want to thank you for your YouTube content. You make me happy. This year has been the worst year of my life, but watching your videos cheer me up, and you have shown me so much care. I so careful you are here. So happy, or whatever, and making videos. I'm also the guy who has autism, and you show me to so much care. I hope you understand you are a big deal to me, and thank you." Dakota, I thanked you on Twitter, but I also wanted to thank you here. I obviously have a huge passion for the Miami Dolphins. Been a fan of them since I was 5. I was born in 1987, so you know how long I've been a Dolphins fan. I have a bachelor's degree in film, so obviously I know how to do the editing, the audio, all that stuff. And I used to play football, so I also have a love of the game. But getting comments like that, and people hitting me up in emails, and I have had people come reach out to me because I share my anxiety problems and stuff, and I've had people reach out to me, and even smaller creators have reached out to me and asked me, "Hey, can you come on my channel?" And I'm always like, "Yeah, man, if I got the time and if I'm not busy that day, I am 100. I don't care if you have 2 subscribers. I will come on and chat with you. You can ask everyone. I have no problem." Getting comments like this and the emails I get and the letters I get and the packages I get is like a good 60% of why I do this. Because, at first it was more of my love of the team and my love of the game and my love of media and stuff. But now it's starting to evolve into you guys because of how many people have reached out to me and told me how much I help them and take their mind off of some of the things they're going through and all that stuff. And it really means a lot to me. Like, you have no idea, because at times doing this is a struggle. I'll tell you that, mentally and, emotionally and, financially, it's a struggle doing this. This is, I don't have millions of subscribers and I'm not making a ton of money, but I love doing it. And it's because of that, what Dakota said and what a lot of you have emailed me, DM'd me and stuff. So I want to thank you guys. I got a little mushy a little bit, but that hit me right in the heart. And I was like, it feels good. I'm like, all right, I'm doing something right. And yeah, so Dakota, you're the best. Love you, bud. Okay, so let's jump into this. Obviously, we're going to ESPN. They ranked the 25 NFL rosters best projected starting lineups. And let's see, we'll read this little doodad here and see what their criteria is. If you're familiar with draft picks, trades, and free agent signings, the offseason is over and all 32 teams have their rosters mostly set. So how do the rosters stack up as we get closer to 2025 season? That's the question we're tackling as we asked NFL analyst Mike Clay, Aaron Schatz, And I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name, and Seth Walder to rank every lineup in the league. We've combined their rankings to form the ultimate preseason roster ranking, considering factors such as talent, age, and production. We don't stop there. Also, with projections, every lineup, starting lineup, Clay detailed the strongest and weakest position groups for each team. Walder identified X factors, and Schatz picked non-starters who could have outsized roles this season. Let's get going. Okay, so they have Ravens number 1. Who's their top 10? Ravens 1, Eagles 2. I would probably switch those. Detroit 3, Bills 4, and Kansas City 5. So that seems to be your powerhouse. Where do they have Miami? They have Miami 24. Okay. Their biggest strength is their wide receivers. Miami's receivers might have underperformed last season, but this Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle-led group is super talented and a good bet for a rebound. Dealing with injuries and 2 high safety looks at a league high rate. I've talked about this ad nauseum. Got to get a run game going. You get a run game going, the 2 high safety look is just non-existent. And then we can get back to 2023. Hill plummeted from 1,799 yards and 13 touchdowns to 959 and 6 scores. Meanwhile, Waddle posted 58 receptions, 744 yards in 15 games after clearing 70 receptions and 1,000 yards in his first 3 seasons. Miami also upgraded its depth by signing Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, who had 9 touchdowns on 32 receptions last season with the Titans. I will say this, and you can poo-poo it at all you want, but I also think a leading factor into the reason why the production of these receivers dropped is because our starting quarterback was out for 7 games. Biggest weakness, the secondary. Duh. Miami's biggest strength this time last year has become his glaring weakness, and perhaps one of the league's best. Both starting safeties, Javon Holland and Jordan Poyer, are gone, as well as top corner Kendall Fuller. I wouldn't say top corner, and Jalen Ramsey. Kendall Fuller with too many concussions. He barely played. Oddly, the Dolphins did not do much to replace them, adding Artie Burns, Ashton Davis, Ifeatu Melifonwu. The trio combined for 48 snaps in 2024. 5th-rounders Jason Marshall Jr. and Dante Trader Jr. were their only draft selections in the secondary. Slot corner Cater who is pretty good, but the situation around him is a massive question. And that's where a lot of us are like, can you go get at least one more free agent out there? I don't think anyone can disagree with this. They're best and they're weakest. I don't disagree with that. Now the X factor, the running game. Dolphins went from the most efficient run game in the league by EPA per play in 2023 to the 2nd worst last season. Run blocking played a big part of that. Miami dropped from 6th to 26th in run block win rate, but the running back performance dropped too. Devon Achane, Jalen Wright, and Raheem Mostert, now departed, all recorded negative rush yards over expectation per next-gen stats. One way or another, McDaniel will need to get the ground attack back on track. And I wonder why we saw the highest ranked cover 2 in the NFL. It's because our run game was doo-doo butter. But even in 2023, if you look at the stats, the run game started to deteriorate towards the middle to second half of the season because our offensive line started to deteriorate. Again, it's offensive line. I know a lot of people are like, you can't keep using that as an excuse. It's not an excuse when it's a statistical fact. If you keep there's correlations to these things. You could take this and there's a straight line to this, and it's the offensive line. The offense cannot produce. The offense cannot be a well-running machine if the offensive line has big holes in it. Point blank, period. You know, a lot of people want to be like, you can't use the offensive line excuse for why Tua is struggling. You can in some aspects of it, yeah. Now you should in another, like his injuries were not because of the offensive line. But in others, yeah, it's the offensive line. You know, how many times does he have to do something? And, you know, everyone's like, oh, he never does. I'm getting off on a tangent. Non-starters to know. Linebackers Willie Gay and KJ Britt. The Dolphins have built great depth at inside linebacker with these 2 former starters. Gay is strong in pass coverage, while Britt has had 72 combined tackles for Tampa Bay last season. but you usually play two of these guys at a time. And the Dolphins already have Jordan Poyer and Terrell Dotson. Are Gay and Britt some of a luxury for this defense, given its significant holes in other positions? No. I think it's going to be a very healthy rotation, and it's also going to help us stop the run game. If you notice last year, our run game defense wasn't that great. There was times where we were facing guys like James Cook. We were getting burned, or even run happy quarterbacks, mobile quarterbacks, Doug. So I think that the depth at the linebacker position is also to help with that. And then they have this as our projected starters for the Dolphins: Tua, Achane, Jalen Wright, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Westbrook, Waller, and then their starting offensive line. Yeah. So they have Jonas Savai. No, I'm going to pronounce that. I have to listen to him say his name. So sorry. They have Jonah at right guard. Interesting. And then their starting defense is Sealer, Kenneth Grant, Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, Chop. Middle linebackers, Terrell Dotson, and Jordan Brooks. And your corners, they have Cam Smith, Storm Duck, and Kader Kohu, with Mika and Ashton Davis as your safeties. Again, no knock in Ashton Davis, but I think Mika and Fatu Melifanu. Again, I could say Fatu Melifanu and Noah Benogany and Tua Tagovailoa until I'm blue in the face, but I have such a hard time with Jonas Savaianaya. I think I got it on that one. I think Fatu Melifanu is going to be the combo with Mika Fitzpatrick. But interesting. 24th ranked. Below us is Indy, Atlanta, Giants, Tennessee, Jets. They have the Jets of a worse roster than the Dolphins, Carolina Panthers, Cleveland Browns, and the bottom is the New Orleans Saints. Interesting. What is this one? Ranking the NFL's best players at every position of 20. I don't give a crap. So comment below. Do you agree with what they have to say with where we're ranked at 24? There's nothing really they say I disagree with when it comes to the strength being the wide receiving core, the weakness being the cornerback core, the X factor being the run game, and, the linebacker depth. I have no disagreements there. It's a big fat question mark. That's why I keep saying that this season is a big fat question mark, because it can go one of two ways. If the guys that we've brought on this roster, some of these guys who aren't big names, especially in the secondary and all that stuff, all of a sudden produce and are solid, we could have a 10-win season. But if all these guys that aren't, big names, and they're not big names for an obvious reason, show that, we can have like a 4-win season. So comment below. Let me know what you guys think, and let's get to these packages. So this first one here is from Tam. T-A-M. I think that's all it says on there. It also looks like it was delivered by Ace Ventura. I really hope there's like not a porcelain Dan Marino in here or something that's completely crushed. Oh, dude. Did you make this? This is awesome. And on the other side it says DDW. I think he made this. I love this. I'll put it right here. Got a letter. DDW, really enjoy the show. I am an art teacher in Hawaii. Went to same high school as Tua. That is so cool. Made you a helmet because you got a good heart and the channel rocks. Aloha, Mr. Tam. I love this thing. I really do. I'm going to leave it right there. I love this thing. Thanks, Tam. Mr. Tam. Then we have this big boy. This is a big monster. Look at this thing. What did you send me? It is from Jose. Jose, what did you send me? If this is Legos, I'm going to lose my mind. I love Legos because I'm a giant child. You sent me like a care package. Holy moly. What did you send me? A little dolphin football. A big dolphin football. I got to blow this up. Oh, I like this one. It's like got like a jersey on it. Oh, almost lost a little football. Oh, that's cool. It's got a coolie in it. You know, a pin and everything. I like this a lot. I think I have one of these somewhere, but I never got the lid. Now I have a lid with it. I love that. I'm gonna drink that during the game. What is this? Okay. Sent me a lot, so hold on. I gotta open that next. Lamar Thomas, safety, autograph. Super cool. Orange Bowl picture. Little thingamaboob. What else? Lewis Oliver, safety autograph. Nice. Oh, a mask. And, oh, is this a flag? What is this? Oh, these are like public napkins. Oh, these are so cool. All right. What's in here? What did you do? Was this why the box was so heavy? What did you do? No, I gotta get another plate holder. Dude, look at that. That's cool. Where's my plate? I'm trying to look behind me. I got a plate somewhere behind me. Dude, this is amazing. Thank you so much, Jose. Where's my plate? There it is. Can't really see it. It's out of frame. I got my plate up there. Thanks, dude. These are awesome. Let me put these back. Both of you, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Again, if you'd like to send me something, the P.O. Box address is below. But don't feel like you need to. Even if you just want to send me a letter and I'll read it on the channel, that's fine as well. Thank you guys so much for sending me stuff. Dakota, thank you so much for the kind words. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow they hit the field. Maybe I have some information for you guys. I might probably, or most likely, will see you later today. Maybe we get some news on who shows up, who doesn't. So other than that, again, thank you guys. Love you all. You're all amazing. And I do this for you guys and girls. Like usual, stay classy. And fins up.